So what I have here today, instead of looking at Hot Wheels, I got several different brands of whiskey. We'll look at each one. First off, we got Jack Daniels. We got Prestige Whiskey, Early Time, Kentucky Whiskey, Evan Williams, Kentucky Whiskey Bourbon, and another product by Evan Williams. I think it says Kentucky Liqueur. I think it's pretty much similar to this, but it doesn't have like the alcohol content as this one, and I think it also has honey in it. Yeah, we're going to look at color and I guess smells. You can't smell it unless you buy it. Yeah, we'll pour a little bit in each shot glass. I'll pour a little bit from each bottle. We'll tell you how much these brands really are. This one I think costs around $21 or so. This one, you may not know the brand, but it's sold at Food Fless, and I think it's also sold at Kroger stores. Let's look at this bottle again. So this is the Evan Williams Jack Daniels bottle. Well, the only bourbon I actually have is the Evan Williams one. I think in order to be classified as that, they have to be made a certain way, and have a certain alcohol content and all that. I don't really know much about it. I really just drink this stuff once in a while. Yeah. So we'll look at the label on here. For tasting purposes, I'm not sure how well this is going to be because some of these bottles aren't really fresh. I had these for a few years, so they may taste different, but probably not a whole lot. Probably the one that's going to be the not taste as great is going to be like the Prestige one. I think in order to be sold as a whiskey or something, they have to be aged a certain amount of time. Or that might just be bourbon, but I think the aging process is like a few months before it can be sold, I guess. This is the one that's sold normally at Kroger. This one has 40% alcohol by volume. It's 80 proof. Here's some information about that. If you can give me some pointers about tasting and stuff. I know a lot of this stuff's a little more complicated than it appears to be. A lot of times you see in TV shows they spit it out and stuff. Pour a little bit in here. Okay. I might have to buy a new board. The next one, this little poster board, I might have another one, is Early Time. This one retails, this Prestige one is like $6.99. But this one retails, it's a bigger size, I think it's around $20. Aged in oak for a taste worth the wait. Established 1869. I bought this from Kmart when they were going out of business. They didn't really have a great markdown on it. I think it may have been like 20% or so. Pour a little out. The bigger bottles tend to have a little different spout on them. It might just to curve the flow so it doesn't all pour out at once. I know I have two bottles like that. The other one being this honey one over here. Next one is the first ever bottle of whiskey that I actually bought, which is Evan Williams. When I turned 21, I wanted to try Jack Daniels, but this was actually cheaper. This retails at around $15 or $14.99. And it's sold, I think, in most stores. And this one's actually considered a bourbon. It has more alcohol content than any of these, 43%. It doesn't say what proof it is. Okay, we'll pour a little bit in there. Not a whole lot. And that's that one. Should probably put the shot glasses in front of each bottle. Okay. And the last one is the honey Evan Williams, which I got as a birthday gift. It's honey flavored, so it's, I guess, for the people that can't drink those straight stuff, you drink this. A lot of people, I think, just put the Jack Daniels in Coke, and that's how they drink it. They drink a lot of alcohol that way. I think rum and Coke, tequila and Coke. And yeah, that's how people drink it. Or on the rocks. Okay, so now I got them all poured out. And I got a little spill on here. And I don't know if it'll clean up at all. Okay, so we'll look at each one in color. Of course, it might be darker depending on how much quality I put in here. Quantity. I think the darkest is actually this Evan Williams one. And the lightest is, well, this one, I think. Which is the honey one. So that's not technically a whiskey. I think it's labeled as a liqueur. It says Kentucky liqueur. This is probably the lightest, and this is the Jack Daniels one. Yeah, so the darkest two are these, and the lightest two are these. It kind of looks like piss. We'll smell the first one. You can smell the wood on them because they cure them in wood barrels or age them in wood barrels. Yeah, this one smells pretty good. Yeah, they all smell slightly different, I think. Let's see. We'll see which one smells the best. Okay. We'll try it again. Let me smell it. Not a whole lot of smell, I don't think, on this cheap one. Yeah, I think the Evan Williams and the Jack Daniels are both stronger. This one and this one. We'll see how it tastes. Tastes pretty good. It's strong. I don't drink like how you see those people on TV where they drink it all the way down. I usually just take small sips. I usually just put it on rocks, ice. And here's the cheap one. I actually had this one earlier. It's okay, I guess. Probably should have cleared my palate. I don't have any water. Be right back then. Okay, I had to grab a little bit of water to kind of like dilute it after I sip it. Might have to taste them over again. Let's see. This one's pretty strong. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Next one is this Prestige brand. Pretty strong, but I don't think it has as much of a kick compared to Jack Daniels. And the next one is the Early Times. Let me grab some water. Yeah, that one's a little stronger than the cheap one. Let me clear my throat. Next is the Evan Williams. Oh yeah, I think that's just as strong as the Jack Daniels. And the honey one, which I think is a little sweeter. Let me try it again. Oh yeah, it's got some kick to it, but it is a lot sweeter. Yeah, this one probably tastes a little better if you're not interested in the straight whiskeys and stuff. I'm not sure which brand I would say is the best. Maybe I'll go with the Jack Daniels and Evan Williams. But if you want a good price, this brand is a good price. You could probably use it in mixed drinks, and you probably wouldn't notice a difference. Some of these, they don't really, I don't think they smell a lot different to me. Yeah, you'd notice a woody smell. Yeah, I think the Prestige one lacks the character of these type of whiskeys. I think both the Evan Williams and Jack Daniels are actually the best. And so far, these are the only brands I've actually tried outside of Yeah, these are the only ones. Anything else I can say? We'll just smell out of the bottle. Yeah. Once in a while, I would come down here just to smell them because I like to smell. Yeah, but like I said, Evans Williams and Jack Daniels are probably the better ones to choose from. You may notice a slight difference. I don't know if you really notice any difference. Main reason why I don't call this a bourbon, they have to be made in Kentucky, and I think in the area is called bourbon or so. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can say other than that these are the seem to be the best ones. And I do plan to maybe buy one of the two in the near future when I run out, if I ever run out. I think that's it. Yeah, I think all these brands, except maybe this one, they sell like a flavored one or maybe an eggnog one since it's Christmas. I know Evans Williams does, and that's like $11.99. You can get it at most stores, or CVS I think sells it, and or you can go to a liquor store and get most of these. This particular Evan Williams one comes in several different flavors, which includes this honey one. There's also a cherry. I never tried it, mainly because I never finished these bottles. I still actually have a whole bunch right here. Another whiskey. Now, this is Scotch, though. I think I bought this on clearance, but this bottle actually retails for like $21, and I paid like $5 for this. And it's okay. I don't drink it that much. I think it tastes a lot different compared to these. Yeah, it has a lot different smell to it as compared with these whiskeys. It has more like a fruity smell to it. I don't normally drink it that much. I don't like it that much, but this is probably a lot older than any of these. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't have many other whiskeys other than maybe vodka or some gin up there. Yeah, I have my liquor section over here. Another thing that I also liked, that I also have an interest in, I collect shot glasses. That's why I have so many. I think the average household collects, the average household actually has like a few of them. Yeah. I'll finish these up. Oh, and this is something that I bought actually earlier this year, I think. I bought a flask. I always wanted a flask because you pour whiskey in it. It says, "Whiskey is my spirit animal." This was actually from Christmas, and it was drastically reduced. I didn't even pay anything for this because Kohl's is where I got it, and they had a $5 coupon. My dad gets one, and then maybe my aunt gets one, and she doesn't use it, and she gives it to one of us. And, yeah, and I can actually find stuff for next to nothing. I think I bought this and a Bears cup, and I didn't pay anything. It was exactly $5. Yeah. And this came with a funnel, which I do not have with me because, well, I didn't think to bring it down. I don't think it would really matter. But, yeah, sometimes I'll bring this around, usually around, like, holidays if I don't want to bring a whole bottle of these. Yeah, but now that I brought that up, this is probably the better one for like putting in drinks because it wouldn't matter so much. Because a lot of these other ones, you know, they're more expensive. That you want to actually taste it instead of tasting a mixture of whiskey and Coke. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it I can say. This is the glass I used to drink my water out of. It's a whiskey glass. It actually came as a set with this. I bought this with a gift card from around Christmas time several years ago. Yeah, it came with 2 cups. I don't know where the other one is, and I don't really have to show you that much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can like, share, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.